What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink. Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me, I'm L Teddy 27, and I am back. And this is going to be weekly fantasy football start sit. Well, not sit, but my starts. I apologize for last week. I needed a mental health day. I needed a day off from reviews, lives, editing. I was off the grid from social media. And I just took I watched the games. I got my own fantasy teams in order. But I just needed that day to just, disconnect. So I was off the grid. So I apologize for those people who were waiting for my picks last week. I apologize. Those people who emailed me, I did get your emails. You know, I replied to your emails. I made my own, detrimental mistake on my own fantasy. This time feels like it's a damn mess right now. Anyway, I can't see it, but it's going to have to do for now, whatever. But I made my own mistake last week that might have cost me a playoff spot, but we'll see. I gotta find a way to make up for it on my own fantasy team this week. But yeah. Anyway, let's get down to the bread and butter, what we came here for. All right. So this week, playoff push. Most leagues you have what? 3, maybe 4 weeks. No, you have 2, maybe 3 weeks until the playoffs. So if you ain't made the playoff, this is your last chance to make a playoff push. This time probably looks a damn mess. Whatever. I don't even care. It feels so loose. Anyway, so our quarterbacks of the week are, our first quarterback is going to be Justin Herbert of the Los Angeles Chargers. They're going to be at the Buffalo Bills. I like this matchup. I like what Justin Herbert has been doing over the last few weeks. I say you go ahead and start him with confidence. Carson Wentz is our next start. He is of the Philadelphia Eagles, and they'll be at home versus Seattle. Pretty much it's been consistent all year long. If you got an opposing quarterback against or opposing wide receiver that's going up against the Seahawks, you start them early and often, and that does not change with Carson Wentz. Our sleeper of the week is going to be Daniel Jones of the New York Giants, and they're going to be at Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati is going to be without, what's my boy name? The corner out there. God, I can't think of his name, but he's hurt. God, I can't think of that guy's name. But anyway, they're going to be without him. So I look for Daniel Jones to be doing well. For our tight ends this week, Robert Tonyan of the Green Bay Packers. He's going to be at home versus the Chicago Bears. Chicago has been giving up more and more points against opposing tight ends every week. So I like for Robert Tonyan to fare well. Evan Ingram of the New York Giants, once again, and they're going to be at Cincinnati. That's a game that I like. I'm telling you. So I like Evan Ingram this week. Our sleeper is going to be Will Dissly of the Seattle Seahawks at home versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it's a crapshoot, but I got a hunch Will Dissly is going to have a good matchup because there's going to be a lot of focus on Metcalf and so forth. So I like Will Dissly in that game. For our running backs this week, Kareem Hunt of the Cleveland Browns. They're going to be at Jacksonville. Need I say more? Miles Sanders of the Philadelphia Eagles at home versus Seattle. We know Seattle doesn't even, they don't even dress a defensive team. And then David Montgomery of the Chicago Bears at Green Bay. Green Bay is horrible versus the run. So I like David Montgomery to do well. Our sleeper is going to be Salvon Ahmed of the Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets. He's going to end up probably getting the start for the Miami Dolphins. That's Salvon, Salvon, Ahmed, Ahmed. He's our sleeper of the week. Our wide receivers, we have Nelson Aguilar of the Las Vegas Raiders. And they're going to be at Atlanta. It's Atlanta. Need I say more? Michael Pittman Jr. of the Indianapolis Colts. And they're going to be at home versus Tennessee. Pittman has pretty much separated himself. It's been a crapshoot every year with receivers out there in Indianapolis. But Phillip Rivers seems to have chosen him as his number one target. I'll say that, and then it'll be this week that he chooses not to go there. But it looks like Michael Pittman Jr. is going to be the one who's going to get the lion's share of the targets from Phillip Rivers from here on out. They're at home versus Tennessee, and I like DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers, and they're going to be at Minnesota. As you can see, Minnesota this year has given up a lot of points against opposing receivers every week after week. And so I like DJ Moore. You could also trade him out with Robbie Anderson of the Carolina Panthers as well. Our sleeper of the week is going to be DJ Chark Jr. of the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's going to be at home versus the Cleveland Browns. So our fantasies of the week are our first fantasy. Let me do the pixie dust. Fantasies. Our first fantasy of the week is going to be Darren Waller of the Las Vegas Raiders. He is a tight end. He's a nice piece of caramel goodness there. Darren Waller. This week is going to be the battle of the tight ends. So Darren Waller is a nice piece of eye candy out there in Las Vegas playing for the Raiders. That's him. Our second fantasy is going to be Noah Fant, tight end for the Denver Broncos. He's a little light, right? He's a little lighter. Not too much lighter, but I think still lighter than Darren Waller. But he's out there for those of you who like the thick guys. Not too thick, but tight end thick. This week is a week for it. So that is Noah Fant of the Denver Broncos. And those are our two fantasies of the week. We'll be back next week. Let's get ready for that. Let's continue with the playoff push next week. Until then, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.